So we acquired this property a few weeks ago in the Northeast. Now, investing in property is never easy, and this was no different. Let me show you. But before I show you around the property, have a guess of what we're actually going to do with it. I'll share snippets of different opportunities throughout the video, but I'll reveal the actual plan right at the end. So let me show you around the property now, and as I do, I'll be showing you different options of what could be used in terms of the rooms, just to give you a feel for the different options of how to utilize a property, just so you have a better idea when it comes to guessing what we're going to do with it. So this is the downstairs lounge area, really large, roughly around 14 to 15 square meters. And you've got the opportunity to just taking out the chimney breast and making the room even larger. As you'll see, the room actually gets larger as we go through the property. So for me, this property is a bit like a TARDIS. From the outside, it looks decent size, but as you get in, it gets bigger and bigger, and you'll see that as I go around. So not sure what they'll do in here, but this could be utilized as some extra storage. And this is another room. This is roughly around 12 square meters. And for some, this could be utilized as another bedroom, or it could be used as just a living room. You've got the boiler downstairs, which, as an idea, you take this out, move it into the kitchen, and this could be some built-in storage or built-in wardrobe. Go into the kitchen, nice and airy. Not much to do with the kitchen actually, apart from change the worktop. It's got a lot of storage already. Some storage along that wall, some storage here. And then we've got the downstairs WC. Very large room actually. This is probably roughly around 3 square meters. And you can see it's calling out for potentially a bathtub with the toilet change around here, or calling out for a quadrant shower here with the toilet moved in this direction. So there's better utilization of this space in order to be more habitable and appealing for the end user. So let's go upstairs now. I love this decor. This is nice. It just appeals as soon as you walk through the front door, and you've got the coving that just keeps on going around. Huge hallway. I want to make sure you see this because this could potentially feed into how we're utilizing it. A massive downstairs hall, huge wide staircase as well. So really spacious. But let's go upstairs and I'll show you some more. So I'll start with the first room that we come up to. And this could be considered like a box room, but actually this is probably roughly 6 to 6.5 square meters. This could be used as another bedroom, or potentially, as we walk into this room, we've got another bedroom. This is probably the master bedroom, another 12 or 14 square meters. You could easily fit ensuite somewhere along here, take the chimney breast out, fit an ensuite, and still have ample amount of space. Or you could look to knock through and make the other room an ensuite, or leave it as is. I know I'm giving you a few options here just to feed into your thoughts on how would you use it and how are we going to use it. So let's go into the next room. Another large room. This is probably, just as you see here, around 10 square meters. And then we've got this nice little space here, the light's not coming on, which could then be changed into an ensuite. Shower here, or shower come along here, toilet here, and a sink there with a door fitted here. So that could be a nice ensuite for this room. And then we've got another room here. Just to knock through, you can see this is a false stud wall. So again, trying to highlight to you what could be potentially used that maybe could have been taken back. But why would we take it back when I show you what's in this room? It's a bathroom and it's huge. This is probably 6 square meters in itself, and it looks a bit weird because the room widens out, but there's some transformation to that room that could be utilized. So we've got, effectively on the first floor, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, plus we have a bathroom. Downstairs we have 2 rooms, the kitchen, and a WC that can be changed to a bathroom. So it's a bit of a TARDIS, as I shared. And one thing to highlight here is there's easy access to get to the loft. So that could also be built even further. So I've given you a short tour around the property. Let's now go through the several options on what this property could be utilised for. As I mentioned, upstairs, there's effectively 4 bedrooms plus a bathroom, and you've got downstairs 2 rooms, a lounge and a dining room, bathroom and a WC. So the first option would actually be change the ground floor WC to a bathroom and then have a 4-bed, 2-bathroom house and rent it to a single family. The rental estimate on that is around £900 to £950 per month. So second option is actually converting it to a HMO, house of multiple occupancy. So as I've shared with you, this room could, with this storage area, be changed to an ensuite. So we could have 4 bedrooms upstairs, 1 bedroom downstairs, 2 bathrooms, an ensuite. So we'd have a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. And given its location, 5 minutes from the university and roughly 5-10 minutes from the hospital, that would really appeal to that target market of tenants, with rental estimates of around £450 to £500 per month. Sticking with HMOs, one of the best ways to boost the rent for this property would be, as I'll demonstrate. So we've got the large master bedroom here and we've got the box room. So what we could do is move the wall from here, make this more like a kitchenette with a WC, and this being the bedroom. So it'd be like an ensuite / studio room. Rents around here for that type of room are going for around £600 to £700 per month. And as I shared with you before, we've got this large room here. We'll be making this an ensuite, and then we could look to fit a small kitchenette area here. And then again, that would be a nice ensuite / studio room. Renting, I would expect from around £600 to £650 per month. And then this area here, if you remember, we've got a stud wall here, but then we could look to reconfigure it. So this is now the bedroom door, and we've got a room, and then we could look to have an ensuite, and that could be, if you could push it to having a kitchen area, or you could just leave it so it's a bedroom, ensuite, and that would be 1 ensuite upstairs and 2 ensuite / kitchenette rooms upstairs. So 3 really good, strong rooms. Look up. And as I highlighted to you earlier, you've got easy access to the loft. That then has potential further down the line to be developed into 1 or 2 ensuite / studio rooms. Now we're down on the ground floor again. Now, as I mentioned to you before, this is a huge front room. This in itself could be converted to an ensuite with kitchenette. And as I mentioned to you before, could be looking for a rent between £600, maybe even pushing to £700 per month. Now this room here, because it's smaller, I'd keep it quite simple. Do an ensuite here, just a bedroom. So we'll have 2 standard ensuite rooms, 3 ensuite / studio rooms, and because the 2 rooms don't have a kitchen area, they're still benefiting from a nice kitchen space here. You could still have this as a bathroom, because when friends or family are coming around, it makes this property even more appealing. You've got your own en-suites, you've got your own kitchens, you've got 2 rooms that have a shared communal kitchen, plus you've got a bathroom downstairs, and keep the property at a high standard for longevity, meaning strong rent now as well as in the future. Now the third option, because the property is so large, is actually to split it into 2 flats. As I mentioned before, it's a huge hallway. So what we could be doing is having a separate entrance here with this blocked up, and then a separate entrance here to the ground floor. Now the ground floor looks like it has the potential to actually be 2-bedroom flat. And this is because on the face of it, you've got the bathroom at the back, you've got the kitchen, and you've got 2 large rooms. But there's a minimum requirement for 2-bedroom flats, and that's above 60 square meters. And this space here is well below that. So you would have to stick to it just being a 1-bedroom flat. Bedroom here, living room around the corner, kitchen, and then bathroom. But as we go upstairs, we've got a lot more potential, and the space is in excess of the 60 square meter rule. You'd be looking at getting a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment, with one of the bedrooms being an ensuite and another bedroom sharing a communal bathroom. And looking at comparables in today's market, 1 bedrooms, because of location, are getting between 500 to 550 per month, and 2 bedrooms, you're looking around 500 to 650 per month in terms of rent per calendar month. So those are 3 options, and now let's just start adding to your thinking about what you would utilize this property for. But before I reveal what we've decided to do, let me give you the numbers. So we agreed a purchase price of £110, but we did something a bit creative. Rather than buying it outright for £110,000, we agreed an exchange with delayed completion, putting down a £5,000 deposit. And that £5,000 deposit is deductible from the purchase price of £110,000. And I'll share the reasons why we did that after. The legals and registration came to £1,330. Stamp duty, £3,300. So the total cash out of our pocket as of today is £9,600 because we have that exchange with delayed completion. So what have we actually decided to do? Well, we haven't decided to do a HMO, we haven't decided to turn it to a flat, and we haven't decided to keep this to rent. We're actually going to sell it. So you might be thinking, with all that potential, why are we selling it? Well, if you remember, we agreed an exchange with delayed completion. So the plan A that we actually have for this property was actually to go to planning and get permission for this property to be changed into a HMO. Because the property is in an Article 4 location, we actually need to go through planning to get it converted into a HMO. Now, we went through a pre-application, we had the architect involved, and actually the signal is that there is a lot of evidence that we would not get an approval. So rather than going through planning permission, spending more money and getting rejections, which could turn into thousands of pounds, as well as hours and hours of wasted time, what we've done instead is revert to our plan B, which is to sell the property. Remember, we agreed a purchase price of £110,000, but one of the key things is properties around here are selling for up to £150,000 to £160,000. So we've got a property with a lot of instant equity and value. So rather than selling it for £150,000 to £160,000, we want to sell it quickly and recycle our money. We're then going to actually sell it and put on for offers above £125,000. And upon us achieving £125,000, after fees, we're looking at around £10,000 profit, near enough. So we would invest less than £10,000, the £9,600, to then get roughly £10,000 in profit. That's 100% return. Now it's subject to us selling it in the speed we want and at the price we want for that speed. But that's what it's looking like in terms of the values that we're looking at today. So there's 2 key takeaways I get from this investment, and it goes back to the principles that we apply. One is have a plan B for every property. So you want to have a plan A, what you expected, and a plan B if plan A doesn't work out. I share that with our clients and our inner circle because you might, for example, be wanting to invest in a HMO, but what happens if you don't get approval like we experienced? Or you might be thinking, I want to utilize this property as a serviced accommodation. But what happens if it doesn't work? Can it still work as a single let rental property? Takeaway number 2 is actually to buy right. You want to be buying properties where you've got instant equity or value, so below market value where possible. So you want to be buying below market value where possible, even if that's 10 to 15% off, which is really good discount. You want that because it gives you options. It means you're getting value from day one and you're making your money from day one. So if you're interested in property investments where they're going to give you below market value and 10% plus return on your investment, then check out the description and join our investor list or sign up to our investor toolkit. Both options allow you to get access to deals like this. So I've got one question. Do you think we should have kept it and rented it, or just gone ahead and sold it like we planned to do? Put your thoughts in the comments below.